It is a snowy afternoon in upstate New York as you get a look inside Bills Stadium in Orchard Park.
The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Buffalo Bills. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Up 2nd and 9 at the 22-yard line.
Gurley. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox.
And he is going to have the Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll set up a throw. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. At the first quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
2nd down and goal. Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown.
To Darius Slayton.
Darius Slayton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score. And then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does.
29-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
I know it looks like fun to guys like you and me. We're up here in the booth and to everyone watching on television, but are you kidding me? In the snow, that type of a play, in the cold, you know that had to hurt to make that play.
I'm just mad he didn't make a snow angel while he was down there. Opportunity missed.
To the 49-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception.
The pass.
6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Brought down at the
You're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
Check mark 27, check mark 27. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
12-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
12. Bills nothing.
On second down, this is Gurley. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 27. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Gurley again here on 1st down. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
At the 9-yard line.
Check Mike 27. Check.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
A gain of 5 yards brings up 3rd and goal.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Touchdown, Bills! Le'Veon Bell, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Bills draw a bit closer.
Tyler Bass.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. A spin. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
At the Bills' 45-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Off play action. Jones. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Gurley, the ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
4 yards on the pick.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
45-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
The kicker on for the extra point.
So now 2 pick 6s that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back? And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now the second down throw on target, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
It's now third down.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Dexter Lawrence with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7 on 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The final shot before break. Jones. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
At the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jones. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
36-yard line.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
The Giants, first down.
Throwing on 1st down, Jones. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
1st down, New York.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Showed the nice footwork and then hit and drop shy of the 45.
Number 20.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. And his throw here's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Third quarter action, and we appreciate you spending your Christmas Eve right here with us. 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jones. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And the Giants are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
New York.
A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Giants add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. Switch.
Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Giants 25, Bills 6.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And they'll bring it down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
And 6.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Julian Love. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
They'll take over first.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Jones now. Off play action. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
A.J. Epinesa
Drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
And out.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead now up to 22. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Bills 6.
Boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, They've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he needed to get to the midfield stripe, but he can't do it. He's about a yard short. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
It's fourth down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it is incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on fourth down. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Jones on 1st and 10. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Jones. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down, Giants.
Let's make these babies cry right now. Mike Ford. Good track. Mike Ford. I got him.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he whips that one incomplete there. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it down.
Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 23. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Going deep for Hopkins. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 20. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Now, I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
That was just a good example of taking what the defense gave him. No one opened downfield, knew where his safety valve was, swung it out to him. He gets upfield and picks up the first down. Well done all the way around.
Here's Jones on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory.
49-yard line.
The Giants on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Now Jones. Hard throw, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
At the 38-yard line.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd and 9 now. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now Gurley. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. He's at the 50. 30, past the 20, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
The kicker on for the
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And this will be a touchback as Ed sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message.
And now here is another interception. Julian Love picks it.
The pass. Intercepted by the Giants. They'll take over first down and goal to go at the 7-yard line.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal.
Right here. Check. Lucky.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Giants, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year.
And they'll get another road date next week when they take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they'll be guaranteed a finish of no better than 500 as they drop to 7-8. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.